My God, sometimes you're blindfolded, you know that? So believe me, if you think you're human and you're ignorant and all that, you are blindfolded also. One day it will hit you, okay? Maybe not the way it hit me, but it will hit you in the way that it hit me before that. You know what I mean? Yeah. We started somewhere. We started riding the bicycle. We skin our knees and our elbows. But then suddenly you just ride it. And it goes smoothly from then on. You just balance it and it's done. Yeah. At that point, then you will know that you definitely are not human and not ignorant and not the way you think you are. At that time, your ego will drop dead. Sayonara. And then you will really know your real self. At least a great part of your real self. Okay? Well, why are we going so far ahead of our time? At that time, truly, I couldn't care less what I wear or not wear. You know what I mean? Everything just dropped. Everything's just gone. Yeah. And now I'm back here again wearing green, throwing some makeup on. Yeah. It's okay. Why not? It's just, at that point I thought I'm done, you know. No one would ever know where I live anymore or what I am anymore. That's the feeling of it, that I'll be gone forever, gone into, you know, obscurity. Not necessarily to the spiritual world, but gone out of sight, you know. That is the only thing I could think of. Yeah. But how come I came back? I don't know also. Huh?
Maybe we drag you.
Yeah. But you did not succeed, actually. I mean, you dragged me physically back to you, but I haven't gone down at all. I might have gone down maybe one level or two, back and forth, you know, but I haven't gone back completely like before, you know. I haven't gone back to the fifth, for example, yeah? No. But it's nice like that. Because I was thinking, that's it, I have to go, you know. It was impossible at that time to think of coming back to see you or talk nonsense. But then I can manage it. It's a miracle, really. Like a resurrection. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to this book.
So you're even lucky.
You're lucky, huh? I don't know. Okay, just enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, still I feel very far from you, you know, but now and again I glimpse a little bit back, you know, as before, with a telescope perhaps. Yeah, so that I can feel what you feel, you know. Otherwise I will not feel anything, and it's not good for you, is it? Huh? Okay. But, you know, I'm still surprised. I'm still surprised. Because at that point, you don't have any, you just gone beyond all emotion. You do not understand humans or animal people or anything. Yeah. And I'm very surprised that I still can come back. The feeling can come back. I thought, that's it, everything's gone. Yeah. Just leaves you. Everything leaves you completely. You just stand there completely nude, if you will, you know, naked. You don't have anything at all. And you just feel shy, you know, you just want to cover yourself. That's it. Because the revelation is too strong. It's completely without anything attached to it. Completely just right there. Like a crystal ball. There's no cover, no stain, no blemish, nothing at all. And it was too powerful, you know. Yeah. And afterward I survived, but I thought, I became so shy. So shy, yeah. I'm surprised that I can come back, eat stuff and talk to you. Yeah, and read books. Yeah. So somehow I managed. I learned to manage to balance the situation. So it is possible after all. I never thought it was possible. You know, during all my reincarnations on all the physical planets, it had not happened, okay? It's the first time. maybe haven't chosen to. Yes?
In Malaga, we saw you, and I just have the feeling you're almost all gone, just like empty clothes there. And maybe 1% is clinging only there.
Yeah.
It's just like that, and everything is up.
Really? Yeah, perhaps it's like that. Yeah. I feel almost like that every day. What surprise, all the dog people and the pets, they keep me down here. They keep me in a reality check, It's okay too. Maybe because of them. Yeah. That I have to be connected still. And it's good that way. Okay. All right. I told you, even though I'm not that shy anymore, but I couldn't go and tell everybody like that. Yeah? Yeah. It's not as shy as before, but still it's not a thing to tell people, no? I'm still talking around it. I even don't go to the point. I can't with you even. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Do you see I say anything? I'm just talking around it. Yeah? Cutting around the edge only, I can't even get it out there. I still cannot get to that point to tell you bluntly what is what. I can't do it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I ask myself. It's just talk around, beating around the bush, huh? Just like a man who wants to propose, but say, "Oh, you are the sunshine of my life. You are the roses in my garden," and all that, no? But at one point he doesn't say it, Proposing or weather forecast, remember that? Yeah. You okay, love? Hey?
Yes.
What's wrong? Crying. Why are you crying? Okay. Look, I even painted my fingernails yesterday. Yeah. Cool, huh? Right. Where were we? Okay. Okay. So, that was about the prophets, yeah? Who foretold some events, and then they'd always happen, so the people respected them because of that. But we don't do that also. We don't tell often such things, huh? Right? Among us. Maybe they could do that. And I said to some small group, a few people, and then that few people spread out maybe. I don't think these are prophets, so-called prophets, also go out in the street and say, "Look here, tomorrow is going to rain," something like that. That belongs to the BBC weather forecast company. Let them earn some living, no? Let them do their job. Good job, no? They're good job that they're doing. Why the prophets have to do that? I guess in the old times they didn't have TV. So it's also good to warn people out of danger, huh? And maybe that's why they had to do it. Okay, now. All right, now we continue lower down. The Essenes consider that everybody who does not marry hereby contracts the propagation and destination of humankind, womankind, as men would soon cease to exist otherwise. If man doesn't exist and woman exists, okay too, no? They say if we don't propagate, like we don't marry and have children, then men cease to exist. It only talks about men, so we women, we don't care, huh? Men. They mean if everybody doesn't marry, then we have no more world, no more humankind. I don't know if that's important or not. Is it important?
No.
Maybe, yeah. In that sense, perhaps, yeah. You have to know that the order of the Essenes probably have been like a lineage, coming down through generations, yeah? Like the Buddhist tradition and all that, no? It might not be at that time that have a lot of high-level enlightened masters, yeah? It might not be, but they still kept the virtues of it, yeah? Just like the Buddhists, they keep the 5 precepts, yeah? It doesn't mean that they are very highly enlightened. Or the people who are vegetarian, yeah, because they belong to some vegetarian club or something, or lineage, or some teaching. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they have studied with a very enlightened master, or they might not have produced all that enlightened master. There might be some, but it doesn't always mean. So they might interpret something according to their understanding of their spiritual level at that time. Yeah? Okay. So hence, perhaps that's why they say everybody who doesn't marry will not propagate for the population of the world, which is not good. That's what I mean. Okay, I don't mind. I told you, I don't mind. You marry, make children a lot. It doesn't matter to me. Just meditate. Yeah. But ere they married, they put the one they had chosen as their wife on a term of trial for 3 years. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 3 years. After 3 years, he gets fed up, there he goes to somebody else. Oh, what a clever way. Because people say 3 year each, and 7 year each. So after 3 years, maybe you don't want to stay with that partner anymore. But why is that? This is the thing I don't agree, because it's all about men here. Men choose a wife and they try her for 3 years. Some people who did not get a very high enlightened level and still have a little sound of sexist here. We cut that part out. No, never mind, we just keep it. Doesn't matter. People have to understand, you have to understand. Yeah, the teachings sometimes have flaws. That's a problem. Okay. After this threefold trial and cleansing, if the woman was found to be chaste and faithful and capable of bearing children, then marry her. Wow. Like a business. So I think we don't want to belong to this. This policy only we don't like, huh? They never had sexual intercourse with their wife in her pregnancy. Well, that's okay. Thereby to show they had not married from lust, but to fulfill the command of Jehovah. Be fruitful, increase, and fill the earth. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have to ask Jehovah about that. It's okay. The idea of marriage for, spiritual partnership is okay. Huh? Not for lust. Huh? That's okay. That's laudable. But to think of a woman as like bearing children object, that I don't agree with. Yeah? They had forgotten the woman's soul, which is equal to man's. Yeah. Maybe they haven't elaborated very well. Maybe it's just one of the traditions in the country and they incorporated it into this way of life. Yeah? I hope so. Okay. When the woman bathe or wash themselves, they are clothed in a linen garb, meaning not completely naked in the river. They didn't have bathrooms before, so they just bath themselves in the lake or river, so of course they have to clothe themselves in a kind of garb, so you can wash yourself inside but nobody sees you. Huh? It's like a mobile bathhouse. Huh? That's very cool. We can do it here. Yeah? We can wear a plastic cap and then go outside in the rain. Yeah, the water will run inside and you clean inside. That like a tent, like a personal bathing tent. Okay. Now, the men, similarly, when they bathe, wear an apron or belt around the waist. Okay, that's okay. It's no big deal. In whatever they do, they exercise great order and chastity. Yeah, that's supposed to be, like for dignity, to protect your dignity as well as somebody else who's watching. If anybody is watching, they should not anyway. But probably because they bath together, in the same lake or something, or the same bathhouse, so they have to exercise that, and it's okay. So rightly do they deserve to be called an example for the life of other people. That's correct. Oh, we have some more here, but maybe another time. What time is it? 6 o'clock? What time are we supposed to have dinner? 7, huh? Okay. Well, there's some food ready or not? If there's some food ready, then you may go out. I'm sorry, the place is a little bit small and with not enough facilities. bathroom and all that. Everywhere is the same. You haven't had enough good karma to have a bigger place yet. Don't blame me. Don't blame me, huh? It must be your collective karma, right? Yes. I have tried so hard many times. I failed. I can't get it for you some way or another. And so it might have been your karma then, huh? Oh, it might be my karma, no? Because I can't buy a place to sit by myself. So I have a beautiful cave and all that. And I even had to leave because I have to go out and work for you. Yeah? Whatever happens is because I'm with you, because I have to work for you. That's why. The collective karma. Yeah? I collect the karma. Oh, it was very good. Maybe I check out if something good, then maybe we... Oh, it's similar. Oh, it's similar. Okay. It's similar. Okay. That's good.
We're just ready.
Ready? Congratulations. What a lucky group. Okay. When we come back next time, it's like remastered TV news, When we return, we will talk about which country has the most NQ as a collective race. Okay? Wow. Is that interesting enough? Yeah. Cool. Stay tuned. Okay. If we come back, then please, it's not like racism or anything, but I'm going to speak English, so just the English people, or maybe change it, but the English, yeah, or maybe Chinese, whatever, I don't care. Okay, or French, yeah, or maybe all the French people, but I don't speak French that much, and my tongue is tired of talking French. Yeah, maison, cette maison. Yeah, but the poor. Okay, salute. And I keep it here in case I take it with me in case I forget. In case I go somewhere else, huh? Other place. Okay, ciao, ciao. Good appetit. Bon appetit. La française. Les Parisiens. C'est bon. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have my breakfast now. Anybody want to prepare already? Yes. Okay. You guys don't come in and just sit here working like that all day? No. That was the use of coming here. Might as well work where you want, no? Is there any use? Or you can see me from your computer. 3D. Yeah? This is 4D, but that's 3D. It's better than no D. No? Oh, well, I feel sorry for you. If you come here and just work and what's the use? Huh? Any use? If it's not urgent, you can come in and, listen and ha-ha for a while. Come back, Okay, then it's cool. I'm so sorry for you guys, but you earn a lot of merit, huh? Doing that, yeah. Okay. Wow, where are you going? You going out there? Working, right? You funny 吗？没有。一个坐在能够翻译的地方啊？Anybody 翻译给这些人听啊？有没有人翻译？ Oh dear. There are some more room in there, for the English people, I think. Yes. The one who hasn't been there, of course, go there. And the one who has been there but still has room and still understand English, then may come in. Yeah? Thank you. Fight for your freedom. Yeah.
看到食物就好了。
对了，
哎，那边是这个
就是看师
啊，
傅。
以后慢慢来，在家里那个听那个哈。
是，哎，对。
对不起了，
谢谢。
不会，谢谢师傅，谢谢。
重复听啊，总理没有好。对。OK，I am so sorry. Yeah. Okay. If you can see any place, then you go. If not, you come back. Yeah. Why? Why her? Is she more beautiful or what? Yeah, some other be jealous, no? Okay, guys. If there's more space inside, you might come in, yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what for? I sit there by myself, no? And if it's possible, group the Chinese and Vietnamese together who doesn't understand, and somebody sacrifice to translate. Can you translate? Yeah, you don't have to be Hufa.
Okay.
Anybody else can be. Oh, by the way, just watch with your eyes, talk with your mouth, and listen with your ears.
It smells so fresh.
You have water. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, better than nothing, eh? Okay. Better than nothing, huh? Okay. Yeah, sit. Go. Go. Yeah. Anybody outside, listen, if you are a Hufa, but you understand English and you can translate, you can hear it from outside or not? No, huh? Cannot, huh? Can they hear me when you were outside? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, then.
Not here.
Please.
There's a TV that is
Still can hear?
on the TV and you can hear.
Okay. They have TV? Okay. Then please group together like Vietnamese or Chinese outside and translate, okay? There are only two. Two need, right? Vietnamese and Chinese, right? And French and Holland and, and Amsterdam, whatever, okay? If anybody who understands English, sit next to the TV and please translate to your group. You do as much as you can. Okay, go. Go do something. Yeah, sit anywhere. And especially the French people, they have been sacrificing all these hours. They've never been sitting here, right? Where from? Australia? Are you allowed to be here?
I'm from the German Center.
A German center? Okay, relation, huh? The German connection. Yeah, go. There. Oh, behind there, fine. Be careful, don't hit people with your equipment. I forgot. I do not offend you, the great people, the heroes of the age, the saviors of mankind. Oh, womankind. Yeah, how come they're not afraid to offend us? You know, the mothers of all nations. Our space occupied? Any more space empty? No?
One person.
One person?
For one brother.
One brother?
Skinny one, please.
Skinny one? Cannot weigh more than 50 kilograms. Oh, look at that. I just opened a joke book, just by chance, and here it comes. We come in peace for all mankind. Talking about, equality, yeah? Go inside. Huh? You're not going?
Yes.
Go. Both of you can still squeeze in the Westerner. Come in. Yeah, just make room. That's it. I don't care how. Yeah. There, the skinny guy goes in there. The skinny girl goes in there, and the fat guy is standing. Oh. Sit on your brother's shoulders. There's one room here even. Wow. Look at that. Mankind, huh? And how about womankind? They don't count us, do they? I just show them, hey? Yeah. That's why I go around teaching, hey? Teaching them, huh? Just show them we are cool, huh? Anyway, before we were reading about the Essenes, the tradition of dating a girl
for 3 years, huh? You know, actually, they put it in a bad way. Actually, we do have that all the time, right? But it's not necessarily like the man picks the woman for 3 years and decides to marry her or not. It could be the other way around, yeah? It could be after 3 years he says, sayonara. I don't like your face or whatever, or your personality. No, or when you go to the bathroom, you didn't flush or something like that. Oh, who knows? Every little thing counts, you know? Yeah, let her sit somewhere. She's already there. Go, honey, go. They will make room somehow. Here, there's a room here, sweetheart. Yeah, there is always some room. I sit here. Yeah. Yeah, sit anywhere. Just cross your legs, okay? You can only sit with your legs together. That's it. Thank you, love. Yeah. My God, we're advertising for that every day. Our commission, huh? Is that a good one or not?
They put it in the fridge, Mom.
I know, but is it good?
Yeah.
I mean, this kind?
Yeah. I like it.
You like it? Yes. I heard that all the time. Write to the company and say, commission? Yeah, okay, never mind. You know, even now I don't feed my dog people anything with milk or yogurt, something like that. Even my dog people, they're vegan, you know. We have vegan yogurt, or yogurt, but from soy yogurt and soy milk. It tastes just the same. I don't really eat vegan yogurt myself. I don't like the warmth in it. You know, they call it enzyme or whatever. Anything, I feel yeah. You won't kill him, no? No, huh? No, you swallow and then he come in whole. Why am I so thirsty here? At home I hardly drink. And only when I sit here. This is a bottle of water or what. Yeah, because when I'm in the room, I also don't feel like drinking. I told you yesterday that I would go back into my room and drink 10 bottles. I didn't. As soon as I got there, I didn't feel thirsty anymore. Just here.
It's all our karma.
Must be your sweating karma. You have enough food, enough drink? Yes. You feel okay? Yes. Good answer. You know already otherwise, huh? Yes. Yeah, I have a duck feeding system. Duck people, they only like bread, I think. They don't like anything else. The swan people, maybe like lettuce, you know, spinach or some sprouts. But they don't really, mostly they like just lettuce, you know, fresh, crunchy lettuce, they love it. I just happened to open it, actually. The customer is always right, it says. A man walks into a bank and says to the clerk, I want to open a bloody account. You total, utter moron. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, sir, says the clerk, taken aback. I'm sorry, sir. You know, what do you mean? You know, so the customer says, I said I want to open a bloody account, you dim-witted fool. Offended very much by the attitude of the man, the clerk warns the customer that he doesn't have to put up with this sort of abuse and left, you know, he just left the customer there. So returning with the manager, he explains the situation to the manager. Well, sir, it seems we have a problem, says the manager to the customer, yeah? You are right, says the man, the customer. A man again. I find money everywhere, except in my life. Lucky. Okay, you're right, says the man. I have won 50 million quid. And I want to open an account with you, sir. The manager says, I see, says the manager. I see. 50 million quid. And he looks at his clerk. So, is this idiot here? That's the problem then. The clerk is the problem. The customer is always right, especially especially when you have 50 million quid, eh? Okay, now I know it. Okay, something else? Anything here? Okay. I don't know, whatever, okay? I haven't read them, so I can't act it out for you. Too close. A guy goes into a girl's house and she shows him into the living room. She excuses herself to go to the kitchen to make some drinks. As he is standing there alone, he notices a vase on the mantelpiece. He picks it up, and as he's looking at it, she walks back in. So he asks her, "What is this?" "Oh, my father's ashes are in there," she replies. Turning red, he apologizes. And she continues, "Yeah, he's too lazy to go to get an ashtray." Hey, not too bad, is it? They say works like a charm. A man approaches a beautiful woman in a supermarket and asks her, "You know, I've lost my wife here in the supermarket. Can you please talk to me for a few minutes?" "Why?" the woman asks him. "Oh, you know, because every time I talk to a beautiful woman, my wife will appear out of nowhere." Otherwise, he couldn't find her. Yeah, it happens, huh? It's possible. Yeah. There's another one for the feminists like us, okay? They talk about men all the time. There's one for women here. Can't complain. Scientists have recently suggested that men should take a look at their beer consumption, considering the results of a recent analysis that revealed the presence of female hormones in beer. Oh, I told you not to drink alcohol in beer. Otherwise, you all go out walking like this. Hello. What is the lipstick that you put on there? Can I borrow? All right, so no beer drinking, according to the scientists of this book, okay? Of this book. So the theory is that drinking beer makes a man turn into a woman. Oh, how? Even if they try, how? Something might be missing, huh? Okay, to test. Okay, laugh it out, I don't care. To test the finding, whether it's true or not, 100 men were fed 6 pints of lager each. It meant for a long time, huh? It was then observed that 100% of the men gained weight, talked excessively without making sense, became overly emotional. Jeez. Couldn't drive? How did you get here? How did you woman get here? Failed to think rationally, argue over nothing, and refused to apologize when wrong. No further testing is planned. I don't believe this stuff. Okay, I read this one. Okay. I hope it's not another feminist. Are we really like that, men? I mean, from the man's point of view. I mean, not about me, I mean, woman. No. That's a nonsense. Some woman haters.
Crazy beer drinker.
Beer drinkers. Drink too much beer and have no more sense, right? Maybe. Oh, talking about banana, there's a joke here. Going bananas. going bananas. A gorilla walks into a bar and orders a pint of lager. Must be a man bar, no? A man gorilla. The barman, charges him 5 quid, like 5 pounds. And after looking at him for a while, says, "Do you know, you are the first gorilla we have had in here for ages." "I'm not bloody surprised," say the gorilla. Must be an English gorilla. Reply the gorilla, "I'm not bloody surprised. At a $5 a pint, it's too expensive." That's why gorilla don't go and drink. Understand? It's not very good joke. Okay. Meanwhile, we're talking about the system of the man choosing a woman for 3 years and trial, to see if he likes her or not. That is not too bad after all, because maybe the woman won't like him after 3 years. And one more thing, people still do that nowadays anyway, right? They date each other or stay together for a while until they're sure, Yeah. So in Vietnam, before, old time, there's a system called ở rể, means the groom to be go to stay with the parents-in-law, or the wife's parents for 3 years. 2, 3 years, yeah? I think 3 years. Right? Vietnamese people? Ở rể 3 năm hả?
Dạ, 3 năm.
3 năm. Okay. During these 3 years, you're not supposed to really contact the wife, but they do it anyway with a letter or something. When nobody knows, when they're sleeping. So after the 3 years, if the parents of the girl think that the boy is good enough to marry her, then they would let him. Not like this, the way around, like after 3 years, if the girl is good enough, he will marry her. It could be the other way around too, yeah? So anyway, it's also a good testing system, no? There are so many systems, like this. In 3 years, the man must prove himself to be able, strong, good provider, temperate, good mood, good temper, and very diligent, yeah? Oh, that means he can work the heck out of himself. And you never know if the parents will be okay or not okay. Because the parents may be desperate for some helper and pick a guy who is in love with their daughter, make him work for 3 years and get another guy for 3 years. I don't think it happened that often, but it could be the other way around, as opposed to the system that we have just read by the Essenes, yeah? Okay. It's just something fun. It doesn't matter, really. Because there are also other systems. They also work like the groom and the bride never know each other, never even see each other. Maybe peeping, maybe the girl peeping and looking at him when he comes, but the boy would never see his wife before marriage. So there are many systems, And there are also some systems like, okay, oh God, whenever I'm on retreat, there's always something. Yeah, are you okay? How come only me?
How come?
No, I wouldn't say I'm blaming you. Just why me? Okay, anyway. Where were we? Oh, okay. There's even some systems, some very strange systems. So every system is probably also according to the custom of the situation of the land that they live in. It did not necessarily come from the order of the religion, of that religion. Probably at that time, everybody must marry, and marriage was very highly valued in their custom. So if this order go against the trend of society, they might not be able to survive. Just like you live according to your country's law, things like that, Yeah. Or obey the ruler of your country, things like that. So they probably incorporate that into their doctrine. So every system is probably also according to the custom of the situation of the land that they live in. It did not necessarily come from the order of the religion, of that religion. Probably at that time, everybody must marry, and marriage was very highly valued in their custom. So if this order goes against the trend of society, they might not be able to survive. Just like you live according to your country's laws, things like that. Yeah, or obey the ruler of your country, things like that. So they probably incorporate that into their doctrine. Otherwise, even if we're not reincarnated in this world, we can reincarnate in any other world anyway. Yeah, because we also got, we have God's essence, so we can find a way, There are countless of universes, countless of planets in the universe, so it's not desperate that we have to be reincarnated into this area anyway. So I don't think they would make that such an unimportance, into their life. Besides, if you be born a human, but then you don't have an enlightened master and you live such a miserable life, lack of everything, then what's the use anyway? Or born into human life and don't love each other and don't have peace with each other, make trouble for each other, war and all that, then what's the use anyway? So I don't think any real original religious order would emphasize that everybody must get married. But they do emphasize, like, okay, you have to take a temperate measure about your sensual life, Okay, the purpose is maybe just to propagate, like to have children, or maybe to, I don't know why, probably to practice the method that they are teaching, to be good, to have more spiritual practitioners in the world, then that makes sense. But if just born to just make a human for nothing, then I don't think it makes much difference, is there? But I don't ever emphasize you to make more children or less children. That is your business, Okay? But just as every spiritual doctrine would emphasize that you be like moderate in everything, even in eating, drinking, or socializing, moderate. So also in marriage life, we have to be like moderate. That's it. Okay? Because we're not using each other for like just pleasure objects, you know what I mean? It has to be love, and it has to be a purpose also, Okay, to bring children into the world, to give other souls a chance to practice the Guanyin method, something like that. It's just whatever noble intention, it makes you noble, that's it. It's not like it's something forbidden or anything. So like we eating, we enjoy it, but also because we would like to prolong this vehicle in order to practice the Guanyin method, If just eating for the sake of gluttony, then it doesn't make a human out of us, does it?
No.
So the reason all the masters emphasize moderation in everything concerning the physical activities, including sexual, appetite, drinking, anything at all, is all about moderation. Everything in moderation is good for you anyway. There should never be any overdoing or overindulgence. So in that case, most of the religious orders say the same thing. And that would make sense, That would make sense about that. Otherwise, there's nothing really forbidden, no? Okay? Even if you forbid people, they do it anyway. All right, so where were we? Why do we talk about that? You want to hear some more jokes, or maybe another time? We're just jesting some jokes into some spiritual practice. Today we're very chaotic. Not serious Buddhas at all. God, where are we going with this kind of jokes? I really love jokes, so I can't resist. But I have promised you to say something else, right? Yes. Well, it's a very short subject anyway. Short news. Flying news. Fly in and out quick. It's not really that important to you. It's just sometimes some of you ask some questions, yeah, and I noted it. So I check it out for you, and now I answer you. Yeah, it might not be you who sit here. It might be you who sit in China somewhere, or in Japan, so on. So here's the answer. Whoever asked the question. Okay, according to my research, yeah, which has no proof, no evidence, no scientific approval, nothing. Okay, so you take it or you don't take it. Very simple. No cost, is free. So the research outcome is like this. You see, as I talked to you about the NQ before, it's just like IQ. You can also practice and enlarge it. Yeah, a human quality normally is given to you. NQ, like noble quality, was also given to you before you were born. Yeah, according to what you had from last life, this is left over. That's what you get. Not like heaven has a different favor for Mr. Smith or Mrs. Müller from Hamburg. It's different. It's not like that. Okay, so. Suppose some people have only like 3% NQ from last life. Why? Because he had been just a very ordinary and a simple man. He didn't do anything good, or he didn't feel anything for anybody. He didn't feel love or compassion for anyone. Perhaps because he wasn't required to do so. Perhaps because he wasn't acquainted with a group of compassionate people, and thus he wasn't motivated or taught or trained himself by those people, by associating with them, so that his NQ didn't go any further than that. Or he was not exposed to any situation which evoked his compassion. Suppose you have compassion in your heart, but you have never seen any situation that you need to show your compassion about. Yeah? It doesn't touch you because you don't see anything that is suffering. So how you have compassion? You see what I mean? Therefore, even God, Buddha, the Son of God, have to come down here in order to see. In heaven, there's no requirement for anything like that. Everything is blissful and happy and peaceful. So if you want to develop compassion, only in this world, in the physical world, yeah? Or in hell, perhaps. If you can survive in there, yeah. Or if you can, just like a lawyer goes into prison, without being affected by it. Okay, anyhow. Or suppose that guy or that girl had been in the past like some animal people, like maybe a low NQ animal person, like those who have prey animal people, the predators that they have to kill to survive. Those are lower NQ than other animal people. The very peaceful animal people, like the elephant people, for example, they have 30% NQ. Well, one of our most revered religious leaders has about that much. Don't blame him. He has no chance to see any suffering things. Maybe he's just been studying in a catechism school, study the Bible, read the words of God all the time, and he just does service in his church, which is just wedding or burial. So he has no chance to be exposed to the real situation. He probably sees it on TV. If he watches TV, maybe he doesn't even watch TV. So, maybe you practice, you don't want to watch TV, yeah? Or he reads the newspaper and so people died, but it's not him who died. It's not him who has pain. So he doesn't understand it. So he doesn't develop his NQ that much, yeah? So to develop NQ, you just take what you have, the capital gain, the capital that you had before you were born. It will be with you at the time of birth, and it will continue to be with you unless you use it to maximize, to multiply it, okay? Or it won't grow any further than 3% or 4% or whatever percent that you had on the day you're born. I told you already, the majority of people have only 3, 4, 5% of NQ. Why? Because that's what they had when they were born. They were born with it, and then they don't have a chance to develop. They can develop. The more you are exposed to the touching sense, of the needy, of the suffering, the more you feel your compassion being touched. And then you want to do something for that person or that animal person or that situation.
It's violence! It's not honey! It's violence! Humane meat is alive! Animals do not want to die!
And then that's how your NQ grow up, like the interest rates in the bank. You see what I mean? Yes. You can have the capital, just put in the bank doing nothing, or you can invest it, yeah? You can do business with it, and then it will grow. So HQ and NQ can be developed. It's inborn, but then it can be developed. And like everything else, the more you use it, the more you have it. It's funny. Not like the more you use it, the more you don't have anymore. It's not like that. It's not like money. The more you give, the more you don't have. Yeah, but it's not material things. These things. The more you use, the more you have. So saints are developed from ordinary people. It's like that. It's not like everybody was born with 300% of NQ. Oh, there are such people. Not in our group, except one person. Yeah, for example, in our group we have maximum one person. The maximum at the moment is 60% NQ. Many of you have only 3, 4, 5, 6, 10%, 15, 20, 30%. It's very good already. But you are expanding it. You see, that's the difference. Because you are exposed to the teaching. It's like nourishment for the NQ. If you're exposed to some other different situations, your NQ might even be less or just stand still. Yeah? If you are exposed to noble teachings and you know how to do it, you get about to do it, and then it really becomes real. Maybe first you don't feel so much, but it will become real. Because if you're really touched by the sense of suffering, then you really want to do something. And your love really awakens in your heart. That is when NQ begins to germinate and grow more and more. Okay? Yeah. But meanwhile, at least you do something. Even if you don't feel so touched. But suppose you exchange the position, like you are that suffering person. What would you like to have? Then it's very clear to you. Yeah? If a person in an earthquake and they injure, of course they need medicine. Or their house is lost, of course they want a tent at least. They want water. They want clothes because they lost everything. Just exchange your position. Then you know exactly what to do and how you feel. Even if you don't feel exactly like the person who is affected, you begin to be more identified with each other. You'll be one with each other, and then you will feel more and more what other people feel. You see? But God will put a break somewhere so that you don't suffer too much. Otherwise, if you suffer like everybody else overwhelmingly, then you cannot bear. I mean, the inside feeling, and you cannot bear. Oof. I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised. That the people who people revere a lot, at the top of religious orders, don't have that much NQ. Also not enough, not much HQ, human quality. Because if they are just there from birth or from inheritance, or from tradition, then that doesn't develop their noble quality or compassion. Compassion and noble quality have to be in real life, real action, real exposure to suffering. I mean, not yourself maybe, but to see somebody else suffer, yeah? And then something will be awakened in you, the love that is pure and unconditional, a true love. Then your NQ will develop. Even if you're not doing anything much for that person of suffering, just your sympathy, your desire to do something. Even you cannot do anything, but your desire to do something to lessen the suffering of that person in front of you, that is already a good potential nutrition for your NQ. Yeah? Okay. So do not feel afraid of suffering, or do not feel afraid to help other people, because it's only good for you.